Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. Saddam Hussein, the dark secrets, chilling mysteries, and legacy of Iraq's ruthless ruler. Saddam Hussein, one of the most infamous figures of the 20th century, continues to cast a long and haunting shadow over history. His name is synonymous with absolute power, terror, and brutal ambition. Born in 1937 in the small, impoverished village of Al-Awja near Tikrit, Iraq, his life story is a chilling tale of a man who rose from obscurity to become one of the most feared dictators the world has ever known. Yet beneath the surface of his public persona lies a labyrinth of secrets, mysteries, and horrors that continue to captivate and terrify. A troubled and violent childhood. Saddam's early life was defined by hardship and violence. Orphaned as a young child, he was raised by his stepfather and later his uncle, Karel Talfa, who introduced him to Arab nationalism and anti-Western sentiments. This turbulent upbringing, filled with abuse and neglect, shaped Saddam into a man consumed by anger, ambition, and a desire for absolute control. As a boy, he was described as fiercely determined and unyielding, traits that would later define his reign. Even at a young age, Saddam exhibited an uncanny ability to manipulate those around him, a skill that he would perfect as he climbed the political ranks. The path to power. Saddam's political journey began when he joined the Ba'ath Party in the 1950s, a movement dedicated to Arab unity and socialist ideals. His rise within the party was swift but dangerous. In 1959, he participated in an assassination attempt on Iraqi Prime Minister Abdul Karim Qasim, an event that marked the beginning of his notoriety. Though the attempt failed, it showcased Saddam's willingness to take bold risks for power. Forced into exile, Saddam spent years plotting his return. When the Ba'ath Party seized control of Iraq in 1968, Saddam emerged as a key player, using his political cunning and ruthlessness to eliminate rivals. By 1979, he had consolidated his power and declared himself president of Iraq. His ascent was sealed with a horrifying act, publicly accusing dozens of party members of treason and ordering their execution. This bloody purge set the tone for his rule. A reign of terror. Saddam's presidency was marked by an iron-fisted rule that relied on fear, propaganda, and violence. His cult of personality dominated every aspect of Iraqi life, with statues, posters, and slogans glorifying his image. Behind this facade of national pride lay a regime of unimaginable brutality. The notorious secret police, the Mukhabarat, ensured that dissent was silenced. Thousands of political opponents, real or perceived, disappeared without a trace. Families lived in constant fear, knowing that even a whisper of criticism could lead to torture or death. One of the darkest chapters of Saddam's rule was the Al-Anfal campaign against the Kurdish population in the late 1980s. Villages were destroyed and chemical weapons were used, leaving tens of thousands dead. The haunting images of this genocide remain etched in history, a grim testament to Saddam's ruthlessness. Wars that shaped a nation and the world. Saddam's ambition was not confined to Iraq's borders. In 1980, he launched a war against Iran, a conflict that lasted 8 years and claimed over 1 million lives. This devastating war left both nations weakened, but Saddam emerged with a stronger grip on power. In 1990, he shocked the world by invading Kuwait, triggering the Gulf War. This act of aggression brought Iraq into direct conflict with a US-led coalition. Though the war ended quickly, the aftermath left Iraq isolated, its economy crippled by sanctions. Saddam, however, portrayed himself as a defiant hero standing against Western imperialism, further solidifying his image among supporters. The mysteries and myths of Saddam Hussein. Saddam's life was shrouded in secrecy and myth. Stories of secret bunkers, hidden wealth, and mysterious doubles have fueled fascination and speculation. It is said that Saddam employed multiple body doubles to protect himself from assassination, adding a layer of intrigue to his already enigmatic persona. Rumors of his fascination with the occult and ancient Mesopotamian history only deepen the mystery. Some claim he sought to align himself with the legacy of Babylonian kings, even attempting to rebuild the ancient city of Babylon as a symbol of his supposed greatness. The fall of a tyrant. By 2003, Saddam's reign was nearing its end. Accused of harboring weapons of mass destruction, Iraq became the target of a US-led invasion. The speed of the invasion shocked the world, and Saddam's regime collapsed almost overnight. For months, Saddam eluded capture, living as a fugitive while US forces hunted him. When he was finally discovered hiding in a small underground bunker near Tikrit, the image of the once mighty dictator reduced to a disheveled figure stunned the world. His capture marked the beginning of the end. Trial and execution. Saddam's trial for crimes against humanity was a global spectacle. Despite his defiance in court, the evidence against him was overwhelming. In 2006, he was sentenced to death and executed by hanging. His final moments were as controversial as his life, with videos of his execution sparking debates about justice and vengeance. A haunting legacy. Saddam Hussein's legacy is a paradox. To some, he remains a symbol of defiance against Western intervention. To others, he is a brutal tyrant whose rule brought unimaginable suffering to Iraq and its people. His story is one of ambition, fear, and the dark complexities of power. Even in death, Saddam's life continues to fascinate and terrify. The secrets he took to his grave, the myths surrounding his reign, and the lasting impact of his actions make him one of history's most enigmatic figures. Dive into the dark and mysterious world of Saddam Hussein, a tale of power, terror, and the haunting legacy of a man who shaped history in blood and shadow.